Hi, this is my wrap up for week 2 of New World's November. A bit of a lean week, but still good. Managed to read all the Star Blazer comics. I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in total. Starting in chronological publishing order of The Purple Planet. This is number 11, and it was published in 1979. What I love about this one is the artist has just been allowed to let their imagination run. It's basically a story of a guy stranded on a planet, and the mysterious inhabitants of the planet help him. So aliens against other aliens. Every single one of these Star Blazer comics is fulfills a subgenre of military. It's all spaceships battling each other. And it's usually the Earth against some sort of evil alien empire. I love the mad looking spaceships. They've all got really amazing looking spaceships in these Star Blazer comics. Just far out stuff. And there's something very, very classic about the artwork. Even though it's 1979, it looks like it's 50s, early 60s. It's really fantastic stuff. And on this alien planet, the artists have just let their minds wander and just allowed to do anything. They've got weird fungi type plants. Quite groovy stuff. And the alien, the evil alien, is sort of a cat type humanoid. It's that cliche in science fiction of it's an alien life form, but it's got 2 legs and 2 arms. Quite similar to us. The second Star Blazer, is Terror Satellite. And I didn't really care for this one. It's basically the Death Star, really. Yeah. So there is to it. The Death Star, and they're battling against the Death Star. They've got sort of the classic sort of hover car type spaceships. Quite cool looking. Yeah. Another one set in outer space or off world, planet Earth, Sinister City. Star Blazer number 19. Sort of a breaking out. Some naughty person has coloured it in. Might have been a younger me, but I don't remember doing that. But it's just the just those pages. I don't think Star Blazer have that much monetary value. I don't think. There's a couple of pounds on eBay. I think you can get them for. There's always really great designs, and so some of these would definitely cover alien Archeology. If I can find an example here. Just later on in the story. I can't seem to find a good example. There's an example there. Sort of like like the 12-foot aircraft carrier, and there's like really good panel of them climbing up. Next one is number 65, Neverworld, and it's being transported to a sort of alternative other dimension, but still set in space. There's always plenty of spaceships in these Star Blazer comics. From time to time, I've been to quite a few of them where they often team up with an alien sidekick who helps them out. That was in the last one as well. With he teams up with a character who's straight out of Planet of the Apes. Can't really see it well in that one. There's a better example further on. It seems like that's just been lifted right out of Planet of the Apes. which would have been around in the 1970s and after. The Lost Destroyers also, I think. Well, it's an interesting one. The sort of space war they're fighting is over, and they return to Earth, and a computer has taken over Earth. It's been too smart, and it's taken over, and they go to find the inventor of the computer in order to find out how to turn it off. The computers also look great as well, and they've also got quite a few robot characters, although in very minor roles in most of them. The Planet Eater, which kind of reminded me of the that episode of classic Star Trek where there's a thing that devours planets, although in this one it's a vortex. Some great artwork here. But in this one, the character also goes into another dimension. He meets more highly advanced civilization. And it's them who've actually derailed the Planet Eater Destroyer thing. And also this has a ship that looks very much like it's been lifted from Battlestar Galactica. I can't remember the name of the ships, but that's very, very similar looking. Borrowed, I think, is the word that you would use. Yeah, it's very similar. And both Battlestar Galacticas both had that same ship. I don't know what it was called. I can't remember. This one was another really good one. The Raid on Rourke's Star. And it's sort of like Magnificent Seven set in space, except it's the Magnificent Four. And it actually has what I would consider two disabled characters. So again, in Starblazer fashion, it's humans battling a evil alien empire. Although in this one, they do a peace deal although the evil aliens have kidnapped scientists, and those scientists are a bit of a liability, or power sort of thing, and they're sent. The four Magnificent Seven characters are sent to Rockstar as a suicide mission, the one that they're not supposed to come back from, but they do come back. And our main character has a prosthetic arm, which is maybe you don't class that as disabled. And the other character is blind. And it also tells a backstory how they got into these situations. And the blind character pilots the ship with his mind. Good sci-fi concept. And the third character is a alien, once again, the alien they team up with. Sort of a fish, Aquaman type character. And the fourth character is a burns victim. Very interesting, because they fly very, very close to the sun for sort of tactical reasons. And this one character flew too close to the sun, but has a tolerance of heat. So these four characters go to Rockstar, which is a sort of space prison, and they free the scientists. And the human characters sort of turns against them and wants to silence them. But they're unsuccessful. And the sort of burns victim heat guy can tolerate lasers or wherever heat weapon is used, and that's what takes him down. And I don't know if these characters recur. They do have some recurring characters in Star Blazer, so I don't know if they come back. It sounds like they come back, but I don't know. And the last one that I really couldn't have be bothered with is The Killing Game, which partially reminds me of a Star Trek Next Generation episode where they land on a planet with very advanced weapons that are being tested out on the crew. Just battling these bird-like type aliens who do look quite cool. But I thought it was quite a basic story and it ran on a bit long. And also, I only read 3 short stories from Space Worlds, edited by Mike Ashley. Work out. Umbrella in the Sky by E.C. Tubb, Sail 25 by Jack Vance, and The Longest Voyage by Richard C. Meredith. So the first one, instead of a hard-boiled detective, we have a hard-boiled spaceman. And he's a private eye sort of character sent in to investigate why a certain project, a shield, sort of been built in space, which may or may not look like that. But he's sent in to investigate why the project is so slow. And it turns out that the crew are taking bets on their sort of life expectancy. And so they're being very, 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 very cautious. And it's going very, very slowly. The second story I read, Sail 25 by Jack Vance, it's really about the main character is Henry Bell, another, I would say, hard-boiled spaceman, a very, very tough character. And he's training these cadets as they're going into, not exactly deep space, but I think they're flying around the solar system, and he's training them. He's a really tough guy. But they managed to get back to Earth pretty much intact. They do lose one crew member. And the third story, The Longest Voyage by Richard C. Meredith, is a astronaut aboard a broken sort of spaceship. He's orbiting Jupiter, and he's wanting to go back to planet Earth, and it's quite a struggle to do so. All three of these stories, interesting enough, had a sort of melancholy, somber tone to them, which I found quite interesting. Even though I would say they do have happy endings. So this is a library book, so I'll keep with it, and hopefully I'll finish it in December. So for next week, classic science fiction, I've got quite a few old science fiction magazines. I don't think that I'll be getting through all the short stories in these, but I'll give it a try. Hopefully, I've got 1952 and going up to 1955. So hopefully I'll get to that 1955, depending on how many short stories are in these. But yeah, a bit of a lean week, but still good. Thanks for watching. Bye.